The term genocidal massacre was introduced by Leo Kuper to describe incidents with a genocidal component but which are committed on a smaller scale, when compared to genocides such as the Rwandan Genocide. Others such as Robert Melson, who also makes a similar differentiation, class genocidal massacres as partial genocide. Then Kiernan states in his book Blood and Soil that imperial powers have often resorted to genocidal massacres to control difficult minorities within their empires. He gives as an example the actions by 2 Roman legions who were sent in 68 AD to quell Jews rioting in Alexandria in support of Jews taking part in the First Jewish-Roman War. The Roman governor, Tiberius Julius Alexander, ordered 2 legions to massacre the inhabitants of the Jewish quarter, which was carried out to the letter, sparing none whatever their age or sex. The massacre ended after about 50,000 had been killed when Alexander, listening to the pleas of some yet to be killed, felt pity for them and ordered an end to the killings. Kiernan makes the point that in his opinion, like genocide, the killings do not have to be organized by the state. He gives several examples. The massacre in the Cave of Francis of all the inhabitants of the Isle of Wight by members of the clan MacLeod on a raiding party from the Isle of Skye in 1577, and a retaliatory raid the next year when members of the clan MacDonald burnt a MacLeod congregation to death in Trumpen Church, which was almost immediately followed by the Battle of the Spoiling Dyke. In 2002, it was reported that a mob of Muslims attacked a train of Hindu activists, killing 59 people. The next day, and for the following 2 days, in Gujarat, Hindu gangs aided by the police killed between 600 and 2,000 Muslims. Kiernan states that the local state government covered up the extent to which state employees were involved. Kiernan states that some genocidal massacres are carried out against groups that are not covered by the Genocide Convention, such as being a member of a political party or social class, but that these are covered under local laws and international treaties that criminalize crimes against humanity. However, he does acknowledge that massacres against groups other than those in the Genocide Convention, and where the intention of the perpetrators did not specifically intend to commit genocide, are a gray area. William Shabazz makes the point that genocidal massacres are criminal offenses under international law as a crime against humanity, and during an armed conflict under the laws of war. However, he points out that international prosecutions for individual acts are not covered by the Rome Statute because crimes against humanity must be widespread or systematic, and war crimes usually have to have a threshold above the individual crime, in particular when committed as part of a plan or policy or as part of a large-scale commission of such crimes. Irving Lewis Horowitz is critical of Kuper's approach. He cites Kuper's use of the term genocidal massacre to describe the intercommunal violence during the partition of India and during the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Hirsch states to speak of as genocidal in a context of religious competition and conflict risks diluting the notion of genocide and equating it with any conflict between national, religious, or racial groups. Definitions of genocidal massacre. This is a list of scholarly definitions of genocide massacre, a phrase coined by Leo Kuper. Kuper argued that it is important to retain the basic concept of genocidal murder, that it is not helpful to create entirely new definitions when there exists an internationally recognized definition and a genocide convention that might provide the basis for some effective action. He argued that basically all mass killing is genocide, but at the same time the word massacre can be added to convey a more limited range of mass killing.